Hello Cancers, and welcome back to my channel. This is Awakened Healings with Jess. I'm here to bring you your mid-month energy report for May. Bear in mind this is a general message, so not everything may resonate with you. So just take what does, leave on the table what does not, and it's all good. I just caution you all, don't try and force timelines or force storylines that don't quite fit. If it's not resonating, it's not resonating, and it's totally fine. Again, this is very general. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to all the cross watchers. Really appreciate you stopping by. Thank you to all my current subscribers. Your support is much appreciated, much loved. And welcome to all my new viewers. So glad you found this channel. It's no accident. You're divinely guided here. All right, so before we get started, I want to ask you all to join me in creating sacred space. Do a few breathing exercises using the Tibetan bowl. Just release and breathe out, exhale what is no longer serving you, what feels really heavy on your heart, mind, and soul, okay? Just let it go. Let's connect, all right? Here we go. Okay, awesome. So, while I'm shuffling, I'm going to be using the, oh gosh, sorry about that. City living. Me using the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. And this is going to be so that way we can pull some cards for the theme, sort of like what's coming out for the next couple of weeks I'm going to think about. But we are in the month of May. We are in Taurus season. And the energy of Taurus is very beautiful. It's very grounding. It's very nurturing. It's very healing, which is, I think, exactly what we need right now, Cancers, because I feel like many of us may still be healing our heart chakras due to any karmic releases that we made in the month of April. April was a very intense month. We had the ending of the lunar cycle, the 2 Libra full moons, the one in March, the one in April, which forced us to examine our relationships. And it also required us to make some releases. And even though we may have chosen not to make a release, the universe conspired to set that situation up to where things just naturally concluded. And I feel like right now the collective is just sort of healing our heart chakras, getting our thoughts in alignment, really understanding what happened and coming into acceptance of, those closures and separations. So, what do we have? We have hunger. So I feel like, Cancer, you may be hungry for completions. This is a full moon. We have a full moon coming up on the 18th of May, the full moon in Scorpio. Full moons are always indicative of completions, ending cycles, releasing. I think you're trying to find perhaps balance and peace and harmony with those completions. And I feel like you're hungry for that type of stabilization and balance. Okay? Your self-love, you're out of alignment with self-love. And this is a perfect time right now to really tap into the beautiful Taurus energy that we have going on right now, to align yourself, to get to know yourself, to heal yourself, to heal your heart. Because I think once you can do that, you'll definitely be more within your power. You'll definitely be more in alignment and ready to accept the new that's happening. Because you have fruition coming in. Okay? Your manifestations are coming into fruition if you allow them to. Just remain open. Open up your heart chakra. Keep an open mind. Try and approach life right now with a sense of playfulness, because that's been a theme that's been coming through a lot in the readings. if you're in a state of surrender and a state of trust, your manifestations will come to fruition a lot quicker. There won't be any delays, and they'll come in the way that you want them to. Okay, so I'm going to set these up, set these off to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and start with our 5-card spread using the Osho Zen Tarot deck. Followed with, I'm going to be using the Untamed Oracle deck. Haven't used that in a while, but I feel the need to bring it back. The messages that have been coming through have been really good. So I think it's exactly what we need. I want this to be more of a healing and inspiring type message just because of all the heaviness that we've dealt with, you know. Check out my previous videos because I won't belabor the point of the karmic cycles ending and the new beginnings because I've gone into detail with that already. I did that in the May reading. I did a special healing energy report for the dates of 8 through 15 May, so check that out. That has some really good content. And then the videos in April really just talked about collapsing timelines. It talked about the karmic endings and just the heaviness of all that. So if you need to revisit that, it's there for you. 8 of Swords. I'm sorry, 8 of Clouds, which can be 8 of Swords, and regular Rider-Waite. Guilt. That's what's central to your reading. Morality. Queen of Clouds. Air energy. Rigidity of thought. Maybe hanging on to ideas. Existence. Major Arcana card. This is the Magician card in the regular Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Okay. Interesting start, Cancer. Let's see what else comes out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so we have Receptivity, reversed. This is the Queen of Water. Excuse me. Sorry. And we've got 2 cards. So we have Clinging to the Past, 5 of Water. And then we have Courage, the 8 card. This is the Strength card in the regular Rider-Waite Tarot deck. It's reversed, so perhaps you're feeling disempowered. Your energy may be low. But we'll talk about that, okay? Oh gosh, I'm itching. There's just a lot of pollen in the air. I don't know what's happening, but I just feel like I'm just itching all over. Bottom of the deck is Awareness, 7 card in reverse. It's perhaps some confusion, perhaps. Yeah, I see it because you have some major air energy here that is impacting your perspective. And you're not open, you know. Yeah. Okay, so Cancer, what does all this mean? You have the 8 of Clouds, the Guilt card. Like I said, we are in an energy space now of starting new cycles. Maybe you're feeling guilty about starting something new. Maybe it's starting something new with a new person, you know? Or maybe you're feeling guilty about releasing someone to give you peace of mind for your near future. Maybe this isn't necessarily romantic, but maybe there's something that happened at work, in a professional environment. Maybe you had to let someone go because it wasn't working out and you're feeling guilty about it because maybe that person really was with the company a long time and was probably well liked, but for the good of the company, the good of the mission, the good of the job, you had to make a decision, and maybe that's something that's weighing on you. I don't know why that came in, but it just came in for someone. Maybe you're feeling guilty about up-leveling yourself personally. Energetically, like I keep saying, we are starting new cycles. A big cycle, because we're ending a big cycle, and now we're starting a new one. The Wheel of Fortune has been appearing in a lot of these messages, not in the mid-months. They were coming in April And some of them were still coming through in the May readings, but more so in April. A lot of Wheel of Fortunes, Wheels of Change, transformations. So I feel like that Wheel of Change, the Wheel of Fortune, has already turned for you. You know what you want. And you're trying to manifest it. You're in your manifestation power, because this is the one card. This is the Magician card. This is all about opening yourself up to the universe and saying, I am ready to accept the gifts that you are willing to bestow upon me. That don't feel guilty about it, because you're blocking your receptivity to those gifts. Okay, this is the Queen of Cups. Queen of Water. Could be the Queen of Cups in the regular Rider-Waite tarot deck. Gosh, that is such a tongue twister. But let me show this up, because this is, it's female energy, feminine yin energy, but it looks like a vessel. Like it's a human body kind of taking on the shape of a vessel, crown chakra opening, you know, all the chakras are in alignment and into a state of receiving. Receiving the gifts of the divine, receiving the gifts of the manifestations that you're calling in. You're feeling guilty about it. This is reversed. You're feeling guilty about it, so you're blocking it, Cancer. Yeah, you're stuck in your thoughts. This is the Queen of Clouds. This is the Morality card. So what this card contains is that I think you're trying to overanalyze what's happening. You're trying to overanalyze these feelings of guilt. That guilt is also like that guilt card, the Eight of Clouds, can also be looked at as the Eight of Swords in the Rider-Waite. And with that, you have the image of a woman with her hands tied behind her back, and she's all tied up in rope, blindfolded, and she has swords around her in a horseshoe. So she has a sense of imprisonment, but she's not imprisoned. There's a clear path for her to walk forward in blind faith and trust if she so chooses. So she's sort of imprisoning herself there, which I feel like maybe that's what's going on with this guilt, is that this is self-imposed. But you can choose to release it and move forward in your future. This guilt pertains to clinging to the past, right? So this is the Five of Water. The Five of Water, if you look at it from the Rider-Waite tarot perspective, it's the man in a cloak, saddened, because he has 3 cups in front of him that are spilled, but he has 2 behind him that are full, and he's unaware and not even acknowledging the other 2 cups behind him. I feel like in this situation, this is clinging to the past, and you're crying over those 3 cups. Crying over the 3 cups that have spilt, that it's ran its course through your life, whatever the cups represent. Love, friendship, maybe a family relationship that collapsed. But you've got 2 cups behind you, right? And I feel like the 2 cups, if you understand that there's more for you, you're going to tap into this magician period, this magician power of yours, and really get yourself into alignment. This will no longer be reversed. You'll be more receptive to receiving what the gifts of the 2 remaining cups have to offer you. But right now you're clinging to the past, and you're feeling guilty about a decision you have to make. So it is dealing with your past. Okay? You're imprisoning yourself with your thoughts. So look at the image of the card. A lot of right angles. The color scheme is a lot of black and white. So, you know, a lot of opposites. Black and white thinking. Right versus wrong. Good versus bad. Very rigid. You know, you've got this bar scheme going on. Even the woman, her shirt is a set of bars. It's a set of it's imprisoned. You know, it's a symbol of imprisonment. But it's not forever. I mean, look at down here. That bar scheme doesn't continue. So this suggests that it's an illusion, you know, and this is all about getting your thoughts in line, because once you push past all this, there's brightness in the background. A bright future is waiting for you. Once you push past all these storm clouds, clear sunny day, you know, and this is you right now. You're going out of your mind. But you don't have to. You don't have to. Okay? Know that, like I said, you've got the 2 cups behind you that are there for you. You're crying over the 3 cups in front of you because, well, those spilled cups are now part of your past. And those relationships have come to their natural conclusion. And they're probably no more in your physical life. You've probably have made those releases, and yes, you are saddened and feeling guilty. Maybe you're the one who made the release, but it's for your highest good. Focus on the other 2 cups, okay? Because right now you've given your power source away. This is a strength card. This is a courage card here in the Osho Zen deck. Strength card in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. You're out of alignment. You're feeling depleted. You're feeling defeated. But there's really no need for that. You have a skewed perception on things. But if you allow yourself to accept that the past is the past, what's gone is gone, what's done is done, you will gain clarity. Okay? The veil of illusion is starting to burn away, and you're coming into a new way of looking at the situation, a new way of accepting the situation, and a new way of accepting yourself. Okay? A lot of reversals here, but it's not all bad, you know. You just have to forgive yourself and allow yourself that space to process what's happened and to accept that this is in divine order and divine timing. Okay? So don't beat yourself up, Cancer. Seriously, just let it go. Let go of the past. Send them away with love and light and blessings. And you'll start to feel better soon. So I'm going to use the Untamed Oracle deck. This is a cool deck that I haven't used in a while, and I think I explained that at the beginning of this video, but I'm feeling called to use these cards. So we'll see what comes out. I like to use these to sort of confirm and identify synchronicities within the reading and to sort of foot stomp the messages that are here for you. Balance. You're out of balance. It came in reversed. Yeah, you are beating yourself up about what you released, who you released. Don't do that. Don't feel guilty. Your faith is wavering. You're not feeling fully grounded within your faith. You're not feeling fully grounded in the changes that are happening or that had happened in your life. And you're not feeling fully grounded in having the faith that the universe is going to provide for you in the future. It will. So there's that. But right now, it's a period of rest. Absolutely. I couldn't agree with this more, because your energy is low. Your power source is low. You're not feeling very courageous. You're not feeling very strong. You're out of sorts. You're out of balance. You're not open, you know, to receiving the gifts that the universe has for you. You're not open to receiving those 2 cups. You don't know what those cups are going to contain. It could be something amazing. So, yes, love. Reversed. I think you're definitely grieving over the past that you released. This could also be a closed heart chakra. I do feel that your heart chakra is definitely closed by the amount of reversals that we have here in this reading. This one came up reversed. This is passion. You need to find and get in touch with whatever makes you tick, what makes you happy, what is going to bring that passion back into your life. I'm not talking people, I'm talking activities, projects, maybe a new career effort. Maybe it's time to shift careers. Maybe it's time for you to be bold and to start that new project, whatever it is. But yeah, passion. This is going to give you that renewed sense of energy, that renewed sense of inspiration, that renewed sense of motivation to let go of the 3 cups that spilled in front of you and to really turn around and be like, what do these 2 cups have? You know, it's going to bring you into balance. It's going to open up your receptivity to the divine. You're going to be able to manifest everything that you want. You're going to gain new perspective and awareness, because right now all that's skewed. You know, you're still processing what was released, and it's clear, you know, it's very clear that you are releasing a lot right now, and you're not ready to step into the new. Even though the wheel of change has already done its rotation, you're not liking it right now. You're yeah, you're just off right now, but that's okay, because it's all good. So bottom of the deck is partnerships reversed. Yeah, so all of your relationships, friends, family, romantic, professional, are probably in a state of confusion or a state of conflict or state of disharmony. You're out of balance, you know. It's right there. You're out of balance. You're out of your power, your personal power source. But all this is clearing up, okay? All this is clearing up because May is all about, May is all about rebuilding a new life for yourself. There's an analogy that I've been using in my previous videos, and I would like to share this with you all, Cancer. So many of us think of May as us setting the foundation to build this house. And the house represents whatever it is that you're desiring, whatever it is that you're trying to co-create and manifest for your new life, for this new cycle. Going back to January with the super full moon, we all set intentions for 2019. What do we want to manifest and co-create in 2019? Love relationships, new career, abundance, spiritual growth, maybe healing, maybe self-evaluation, maybe breaking out of our shells, right? Maybe health, physical fitness programs, you know, losing weight, starting a new business, starting something completely new, maybe buying a house, maybe moving, whatever it is that you wanted 2019 to bring to you, you put that intention out with the super full moon in January. The universe is like, cool, I got it. We hear you. Now we're going to start helping the universe to conspire to bring in that house, whatever that house represents to you. It's not just a house. For this discussion, we're going to call that thing the house. February was all about aligning our energy to accept and to start receiving and being in a state of receiving mode for that house to come in. March was tapping into our manifestation power. All right, let's get clear of of really calling in that house, right? March was all about starting to take steps to open ourselves to energetically receive it. I mean, to really energetically receive it, and to start making the purges and letting go of the people or the things that would not support calling in this house. April was all about clearing the decks. It was like, all right, so in March you're supposed to detox, you're supposed to release. Well, April's like, let's clean out the rest of it. There's still residue from what was released in March. Or April was also like, you didn't do everything you needed to do in March. We're going to help you out. We're going to help clear this space. And it's people, you know, a lot of us ended major karmic cycles, and a lot of us released people, friends, lovers, coworkers. It wasn't easy, you know, it wasn't easy. And I'm right there with you. I had to make some releases too, but it is for our highest good. And when we trust and we align ourselves energetically with what's going on in the universe, everything that we're trying to call in is just going to come in a lot faster, right? So May, in keeping with the house analogy, is like, all right, April raised everything. In May, we're going to build this foundation, because Taurus energy is all about laying the groundwork, getting grounded, nurturing what's happening, has a creative energy, creative edge to it as well. So it's like, okay, lay the foundation and start erecting the frame of whatever your house is. It's actually starting to bring in what you're trying to manifest into the 3D to make it tangible. It won't come in unless you're in a full state of trust and surrender and energy of love. Right now, that's easier said than done, just because of all the things that we have just gone through. And we may still have a blocked heart chakra from letting go of people, especially if they were like best friends or, you know, a long-term relationship. But once we heal that heart space, once we heal our heart chakras, and we open ourselves up to the possibility, you will be manifesting. You will be in your element of manifestation. Okay? But you have to trust the universe. Can't doubt it. Because the more you doubt, you're telling the universe, I don't trust you. I'm afraid of what I want. I'm not ready for it. And the more you keep telling the universe that, like, hey, don't bring it in yet, don't bring it in, because, you know, I just did all this stuff, you know, releasing cycles, releasing people, the universe is going to say, you know what, you're right. Thank you for being honest with me. And we will delay these new opportunities from coming in. You want that house or houses? Okay, we'll put that on pause. We'll put that on hold, because you have to be at this energy level in order to receive it. And right now you're down here in a state of distrust, in a state of fear, in a state of doubt. And the universe will say, okay, we've got a new cycle that's starting. And you're not ready to automatically go up here to meet it. You're not ready for this new to come in. So we're going to gradually up-level you until we feel that you are ready to meet it. Until you've proven yourself that you're ready to meet it. And that you've opened your heart and surrendered and said, you know what, yes, I am now ready to receive this house or houses that I want. So what does that mean? It means that you may have to repeat cycles or life lessons that you've already been through. And the universe has a funny way of making sure that these lessons stick. So my advice is, if it wasn't pleasant the first time to learn that lesson, try not to repeat it, because it's not going to be pleasant at all going through it again. It's going to be more intense. It's going to be more challenging. It's going to really require a lot from you in order to ensure that you get that lesson that you need to learn. Because you're telling the universe you're not ready for it, you're not strong enough for it, you're not in a place of receiving. And right now you're blocking that. You're blocking those 2 cups. Okay? So think about that. Think about that, because the sooner you come into alignment, and the sooner you come into an energy of trust and surrender, the easier these transitions and up-leveling will be, and the sooner your co-creations and manifestations will come in, the sooner your house will come in for you. So that's the big takeaway, Cancer, is just let go of the past and trust and know that there's bigger and better for you out there. Okay? Yeah, so let's actually, not that one. Let us use the Sacred Rebel Oracle deck. I'm going to pull 3. Let's see what comes in. Oh. Ah, beautiful. Inspiration. We'll talk about this as I'm shuffling. I like that. I like the yellow energy because immediately that was solar plexus energy for me. I feel like right now your solar plexus is blocked. The solar plexus is your gut area. It's your intuition. It's also where inspired action takes place. It's your source, your creative source. So with all the reversals and all the blockages and all the mental energy that you're in, you're definitely blocking your creativity center. Yeah, and there's shock of the new that's reversed. Let me show it upright. Yeah, lots of newness going on, like music and energy vibrations and beautiful flowers and, sounds. I feel like this is a lot of creative energy in here, but it's reversed. So you're shocked, I feel like you're rocked. Your energy is rocked by what happened, and it's blocking this inspiration, It's blocking the source of inspiration for you to feel at peace and in balance with your new life. Because remember, center of this reading was guilt and rigid thinking. You've got the Queen of Clouds, and it's just this mind screw that you're in, and you're out of balance. Your heart chakra is closed. I feel like your solar plexus is closed. And I'm not sure why. And this one is, she feels and she knows. I feel like she's a little bit beaten up. She's been through the ringer. But the statement, she knows, I feel like you know. I feel like you know exactly what to do to bring you out of this mind funk. And I feel like this is you right now, Cancer. Bruised, beaten up, but stronger, wiser, and more aware. Right? You've got the Magician right here. You're definitely aware, but you're doubting. I think you're doubting what you're seeing. I think you're doubting the truth in front of you. And perhaps you're either avoiding the truth because maybe you don't want to deal with it head on, but you know. I think you know what you need to do in order to make all these reversals upright. So rest on that. Meditate. write it down, get grounded, and I think you'll feel better and you'll make a better informed decision about your future and the direction that you're going in and that you want to go in. Give yourself permission to live the life that you want. You're not living the life for other people, you're living for you. So just know that. So I'm going to use the Pure Love Oracle deck. I didn't show it. It's these cute little cards. And I'm pulling messages for the twins and soulmates. And I usually pull 2 cards each. One for the masculine, one for the feminine. And we'll just see what comes through. Okay, so masculine would like to share, I wish you were with me. I do not feel good enough right now. Yeah, that's beautiful. And feminine would like to share, you have my heart, but I feel rejected by you. Yeah. Okay, y'all. Aw, this energy is it's really sweet and tender, and it's very honest, and it's very vulnerable, and I can feel it. I can feel the masculine's vulnerability of him not feeling good enough right now. And by his, this is a self-worth issue that he's dealing with, self-esteem. But in doing so, he's making his feminine feel rejected. And he may not know it, or maybe he does and he doesn't know how to fix it. So it's a separation. There's love. She loves you, masculine. She loves you. You have her heart. And he wishes that you were with him, feminine. He loves you too. But he is going through some self-esteem issues. I get the sense that whatever energy this is, whatever relationship this is talking about, or whomever this is vibrating with, I don't think it has to deal with what's coming out in this reading. I think this is a separate set of individuals. Because there's a lot of guilt and there's a lot of mental energy. But you know what? I'm sorry. It actually could. Now that I said that, it's just that the masculine is I think he's too much in his headspace. Something is making him feel unworthy. And in doing so, in his mind space, he's blocking himself and he's making his feminine feel rejected. And it may not be on purpose. So, feminines, maybe you should initiate the conversation. And say, let's talk about this. Let's figure this out. Can we fix this? So energetically wise, Venus is moving into Taurus on the 15th. She will have a much better time in Taurus because right now she's in Aries, and it's making her feel a little agitated and impulsive, and it's an interesting energy, but it's a lot of impulsivity associated with it. So relationships can feel very impulsive, very spur of the moment, very quick. Could be some arguments there, but on the 15th, Venus moves into Taurus, which will resonate a heck of a lot better. We also start Gemini on the 20th or the 21st, which the energy governs intellectual thought and conversation. So I think maybe after the 20th, going towards the end of the month, it might be a better time to have these conversations and to figure out, you know, what steps can be taken to start the reconciliation process, right? So it may not happen in one conversation. It may just require like a check-in or a few check-ins to sort of see like, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. You know, now that time has gone by, you're still on my mind, and, you know, I still love you, and, you know, I'm kind of over what happened. I just want to put that in the past and create a path to move forward towards reconciliation. You know, what do you think about that, and what would that look like? So I do feel like maybe the 3rd week in May going into the 4th will be a little bit better suited for something like that. Plus, it would allow all of this to settle, and maybe that sense of guilt to settle now that you've received this message and you kind of understand, oh, okay, yeah, you know, yeah. So let us pull from the Archangel Oracle deck and see what the angels would like to share with you all. Okay, that one's trying to come out. Oh, that one came out. And one more. That one popped. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna move these. Okay. First message is from Archangel Zadkiel. It's teaching and learning. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. Yeah, I like the idea of keeping an open mind, because right now, central to your reading is all of that mental clutter, all that guilt, all that stuff, negative thoughts, just loop thinking. You know, it's probably loop thinking. It's attachment energy, and attachment is fear-based energy. You gotta let that go, because when you open your mind, you're no longer in that headspace of loop thinking, of attachment, of fear and doubt, of guilt, of sadness. You're not in that. You're like, okay, you know what? Let's open this up. And when you have an open mind, you're in an energy of receptivity. Okay? So I like that for you all. Creative writing. Archangel Gabriel is saying, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal, or pen an article or a book. This is all about clearing that mental clutter, that mental crap that you guys are working through right now. It's not serving your highest good, and it's causing more harm than anything. Okay, Cancer? So, yeah, creative writing, journal. Get all that out of your head. Put it somewhere else so you can have an open mind and have peace of mind. Claircognizance. This is Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you, as they are answered prayers. Again, this is also dealing with your mind. Yeah. Get out of that headspace. But pay attention to those downloads that you're receiving. Okay? I'm hoping that you found what you needed here today, Cancers. That's all I have for you. Your future is bright. You just have to trust it and believe it, and let go of the past, you know? Stop mourning those 3 cups and get excited about the 2 cups that you have behind you, because you don't know what that's going to lead to, right? But it's time to get inspired, to take inspired action about who you are, what you want in your life, and what you want your house or houses to look like. So, yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great, because we're going into Gemini season, and then pretty soon we'll be in Cancer season. So June and July are going to be big months. We've got a big eclipse coming up in the month of July, which is really going to just catapult all of this into new energy. It's just going to bring in like new opportunities, new inspiration, new people. It's going to get really exciting. So you have to get excited about it now so you don't negatively impact what's coming in for you in June, July, and August. Okay? So much love to all of you. Thank you to all of my current subscribers. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you to my new viewers who have found this channel. You are divinely guided here. Thank you to all my cross watchers. Truly hope that all of you have found what you needed to find. Check out my previous videos. I have a really cool healing energy message for the week of 8 through 15 May, so Wednesday to Wednesday. It kind of bridges the gap between what happened in April to what's happening now, and it's talking about the transition period that we're all making between, you know, one cycle closing, a new one starting, and just sort of dealing with that transition. So feel free to share, like, and subscribe to this channel. Comment below. I really want to know what you're working on. Click the bell so you're notified of when I release new content. Usually it's on Sundays. Month of May has been a little wonky, so my schedule has been off, but there's plenty of content for all of you to check out. All right, that's all I have for you. Enjoy. Best of luck to all of you. Love you. Take care. Bye.